part of our program, something that students work on is they develop their ability to be artists and teachers and teaching artists who are able to make a big impact in their own lives as well as the lives of others, not just in schools, but also in community settings. So something that we examine over 3 quarters is learning about what is arts education, where does it happen, where should it happen, who is it for? It should be for everybody. And then go into an observation mode where we learn more by really listening and learning from other people and seeing what other organizations and schools are already doing or what's missing. And then we create a unit that we implement into one of those sites, whether it's at a school or a community setting.
I'm Maria Taveras. I am teaching in Set Squad right now, which is a class here offered at UCLA, and I'm teaching to university students. So the class that I'm teaching, they do theater and dance a lot. I personally don't do that because I am a science major, and I took this class because I needed to be a full-time, but ended up staying all the way till the end because I really liked it. And this class really made me appreciate the difference that including arts in your normal schedule does, because I feel like in my case, I kind of did not look forward to my classes, but as soon as I started putting Desi's class, the art into my life, I started to become happier and things became more exciting. There was a purpose. And I don't know if it's the difference in settings, going from science to art is so different, but I've never been required to take an art class, and doing this kind of was eye-opening. I was like, oh wow. There's other things that I can do and they can help me relieve all the stress that I have from this side. Drop it here and just breathe. Yeah.
So my name is Carlos Mayorga. I was teaching at Marina Del Rey Middle School. I was teaching 8th graders and I was doing an introduction to hip hop dance. So I was kind of teaching the students hip hop dance movement and kind of allowing them to kind of explore their style within that. Whereas before, I kind of only thought you could only teach dance in a dance class, or that was kind of the reality of what was going to happen if I were to ever teach at a school, that it'd have to be in a strictly dance subject. But I think for me, through Desi's class, I've learned a lot more about arts integration and kind of finding different ways in which you could incorporate arts education, and specifically for me, dance education into core subjects and things like that.
I think that this class really kind of prepared me for thinking through just exactly how I am interacting with students in the classroom. Even though I do consider pedagogy and teaching a part of my arts practice, I think that I have been so kind of accustomed to kind of the traditions of how a traditional art studio class may be run, that I was kind of taken aback a bit when I came, because it was the style of teaching was such a lateral style of teaching, which was really beautiful to see, and to kind of take some of that power kind of maybe away from the professor and give it more to the students, so it felt like there was more of a dialogue instead of a hierarchy. So I think this class, definitely more than others, there feels like there's a real camaraderie between the students and the professor to create a really kind of holistic learning environment where it's really not just about learning, but it's also about teaching each other, but also kind of creating a space where our well-being is also being considered.
To create art and to teach art is to really reveal who we are as our humanity. And that piece in education is often missing, to really reflect our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings in a variety of different ways of expressing that. And if students can take that concept away with them from the end of this course, that they learn about, wait, this is what arts education is, this is what it could look like, and this is what I want it to be, and then they create something pretty incredible, then I feel like I've done my job.